Hi everyone, I'm Päivi, a face yoga teacher from Finland. In my previous video, I talked about bad face habits, the quite obvious ones. In this video, I'm going to talk about some more peculiar face habits that you might have, or maybe not peculiar, but something that you might not have considered a bad face habit. The first one is very common and it's pushing the chin forward. To me, this is peculiar. I don't know why people do this. I don't know if they are trying to look better somehow, they will end up looking worse. A lot of people push their chin forward and then they notice that their lower teeth start to get ruined. They get shorter. It's because you grind your lower teeth against the upper teeth when you do it all the time. And of course, you're creating tension in your jaw joint. You can get TMJ pain. And you might be ruining the joint eventually if you constantly push it into a bad position. You're overusing the mentalis muscle if you do this, and your mentalis muscle here might start to get an orange peel appearance with a lot of dimples. Also, if you push your chin forward, the corners of the mouth will turn down. Maybe this is because a lot of people have a forward head posture, one of the things that I talked about in my previous video. And once again, this is just a habit that you need to unlearn. In my previous video, I suggested that if you notice you have a bad face habit, you might want to set an alarm or a timer for every 15 minutes and just check yourself. If you're doing that bad habit, correct your face posture, and once again, set another timer for the next 15 minutes. I know it can be damn annoying, not just to you, but your loved ones or your coworkers, but you are trying to get rid of a habit that you do all the time. So it has to be different than trying to get rid of a habit that you do a few times a day or a few times a week or a few times a month. Now you're trying to get rid of something that you do all the time. So you might actually need a timer. Just for the first week or first 2 weeks. After that, you will start to check yourself automatically and get rid of those bad face habits. Next on my list is DAO, or as I say, DAO in the Latin way, depressor anguli oris muscle overuse. So those are the muscles that pull the corners of the mouth down. Now, the corners of the mouth might turn down because your platysmal muscle on your neck is too tight or because you push your chin forward, but the corners of the mouth also have their own muscles that pull the corners of the mouth down. You may be doing this when you try to empathize with someone like, I'm sorry to hear that you're doing badly. Or some people actually activate them when they eat. They do As you can see, I don't even really want to demonstrate because I'm really teaching my DAO muscles not to work too much. Mine have never been super active, but you might want to just eat in front of a mirror every once in a while just to check that you're not using your DAO muscles too much. Then next on my list is anything that disturbs nose breathing. In my previous video, I talked about how important nose breathing is and how you should avoid mouth breathing as much as you can. I'm mouth breathing over here when I'm making this video and talking all the time, so there's really no avoiding that. But other than that, try to get rid of any habits that you might have that cause mouth breathing. I did one just there. Did you notice? I licked my lips. Licking your lips is something that might cause you to breathe through the mouth. So is biting your nails or nail beds or cuticles, all very bad habits. Biting your lips is also a terrible habit. I used to bite my upper lip, and that also has another very bad consequence, and it's the philtrum lengthening. That's next on my list. In my video about face exercises that you should never do, I talked about a lot of very popular face yogis lengthening their philtrums when they exercise the cheeks. And that you should never do. I see a lot of face yogis covering their upper front teeth with their upper lip, lengthening this area, the philtrum area. And philtrum gets longer anyway as we age. And that's why older people tend to show more of their lower teeth when they speak. And some people might think that they are angry. That's usually something people don't want. They don't want to look tired or sad or angry when they are not. And this is why I'm talking about these face habits. We're not trying to stay forever young here, but we're trying to maintain a positive appearance, if you will. So anything that lengthens the philtrum is bad. You might want to drink from the bottle that you usually drink or a cup that you often use in front of a mirror, just to see that you're not lengthening the philtrum when you drink from that cup. Also, like I mentioned, biting the upper lip or holding anything in your mouth. I don't know why anyone would do that, but sometimes I see people like holding a pen or pencil in their mouth. Not a very good idea anyway, but that will also create tension here and lengthen the philtrum. Next on my list is anything that creates tension around the mouth. I, for one, have a very strong tendency to draw a very tight line with my mouth. You might have noticed that when I'm done speaking, I swallow and I kind of purse my lips like. It's a very bad habit. I'm trying to get rid of it. When I do these videos and I check my own videos, I try to pay attention to whether I'm doing that or not. And I'm very happy when I notice that I haven't done when I finish speaking. But I know that I still do that a lot. We tend to purse the lips a lot for some reason. And now pay attention to this. It's important that your mouth is shut when you're not speaking or eating. So your lips are sealed. They should be tightly shut, or they should be completely shut, if you will, but not tightly in the way that you have tension here around the mouth. The orbicularis oris muscle, the ring muscle around the mouth, should not be overly activated all the freaking time, like, you don't want that. It will just create lines here, it will lengthen the philtrum, it will make your lips look thinner. You want to keep a relaxed mouth, even though it's sealed, your lips are sealed, if you will. So, to relax the mouth area, I often do, and then just close my mouth, but try to keep the relaxation there. Next on my list is infantile swallow. So, when you swallow, your tongue should not touch the front teeth. Your tongue should push against the palate. I made a separate video about this since infantile swallow is surprisingly common, but it's anatomically the wrong way to swallow. Your tongue should push against the palate when you do. Okay? If you find this difficult, please check out that video and start to learn the correct way to swallow. Otherwise, you might be causing open bite, and you're also missing out on the opportunity to maintain a youthful maxilla. So every time your tongue pushes against the palate, which is on average 1,000 times a day, you swallow on average 1,000 times a day. So 1,000 times a day, you should be pushing your maxilla up, up, up. But if you're thrusting your tongue forward, you're actually ruining your teeth and you're missing out on that opportunity. Last on my list of bad face habits is leaning against your hand. I used to do this a lot. I went through school like this. And when you're young, you don't really care. But when you're older, you start to notice that your bad face habits are actually causing wrinkles, they're causing tension. And this is not a good idea. You shouldn't be touching your face too much during the day, especially if you don't have perfectly clean hands and nobody has perfectly clean hands all the time, so try to avoid touching the face too much. Especially try to avoid leaning against your hand. It will just cause you wrinkles. It might even contribute to TMJ pain. So for me, this was something that I did for years, and I know that it can be very difficult to unlearn these habits. If you want to get rid of a bad face habit that you have, I really suggest that you try my timer method. You might think that it's a good idea to just make your family tell you when you're doing something bad, but I suggest that you reconsider, because even though you think like it's a good idea, it might be very annoying when they let you know that you're actually doing it all the freaking time. And it's also too much pressure to put on somebody else. You really need to get rid of those bad habits yourself. Did I miss something? Like, do you have a bad face habit, or do you know of a bad face habit that I didn't mention in these 2 videos? Please let me know in the comments, and maybe I'll make a 3rd video. If you have any of these habits, please know that you are not alone. I've had a lot of these habits. I still have many of them. I'm trying to get rid of them. Let me know in the comments if you are trying to get rid of yours. And I wish you good luck and sisu.